Hey everybody, welcome back to Gun Tote Minnesotan. My name is Andrew, and today I want to tell you about this Tracked Optics. This is their TORIC UHD 22 to 45 by 65 straight body spotting scope. I'm a really big fan of straight body or angled neck spotting scopes, but this one in particular has been very useful for me, whether it's in competition, some hunting, and a lot of long range plinking. I've really appreciated this one. It's an excellent piece of glass, wonderful design, very modular, and easy to see the application in all the disciplines I'm a part of. What I'm going to do is just show you a little bit of footage, and I'll come back, wrap it up, and tell you who I think this is aimed at. For a long time, I actually used these Tracked TORIC 12.5s. I love them. The UHDs are phenomenal. Everything from Tracked is great, but I just particularly love these ones. I would record spotter footage through these competitions, long-range matches, all that sort of thing. But every once in a while, when it's sundown or I'm getting really far away, sometimes it's convenient to be able to use those and have them on me, and then move to this guy. This is also part of that UHD line. It's a TORIC, and it's a 22 up to 45. Now that depends on if you have a 65 millimeter or 80 millimeter. I have a 65. This thing is super lightweight, actually. It's very nice. It's a compact body. I'm a huge fan of this optic so far. And spotting tonight at sundown, it's doing a great job, even though I'm fighting some mirage. Just shooting at 330 yards right now. It provides a really nice image. The focus wheel is buttery smooth, and I like that I can quick adapt this. I can change it out for another eyepiece with a mill reticle if I choose to in the future. Thank you to Sunway Photo for sending out some tripods as well to use with this. Appreciate it very much. Let's go ahead and run my another Tracked UHD. This is the 2.5 to 15. Really nice optic. I already got a review on this. If you haven't checked that out, you need to. And it's sitting on a CVA Cascade Long Range Hunter in 7 PRC. Anechoic suppressor. Thank you to Anechoic for sending that out. Let's go ahead and see what kind of image I can get at sundown in the shadow at 330 yards on some steel. Okay, sun is definitely low in the sky. Image is still phenomenal. This scope is so good. Excellent piece of glass. This rifle recoils pretty good. I pretty much have to put a can on it to be comfortable with it. Let's try it out on the big steel, see how that looks. Okay. And with hunting ammo, this is not match ammo, unfortunately. Gotta save some of that for later. With this ammo, it's a little bit hard to tell if that was left or right. I'll hold right on and see what happens. Going to the swinger. I think it's an 8-inch swinger. This must have some pretty decent expansion. And it's Remington ammo. What do you think? Can I get that middle target? It's probably kind of small for me with ammo I'm not zeroed for, but we'll find out. Not quite. Okay, let that cool down. Try out a few more. I tell you what, that steel, I've been shooting that steel a lot lately, and a little bit close up, some really cooking rounds. That steel can take abuse, serious abuse. A couple minutes away from sundown. That's kind of the point. So I'm sorry if the camera footage isn't amazing, but the point is to try to figure out what we can do in lower light. It's kind of the whole idea here. Okay, let's go back to that 8-inch target. I'm really enjoying that target size with this ammo. I think this ammo, it's non-match ammo. I think 8" is about the practical size for it. Still some pretty stiff mirage going on off that barrel. It's kind of going in waves. Here we go. I'm just going to send a couple more. I like reactive targets. It's fun. Especially ammo that can move them around. That 7 PRC does move it around pretty good. Yeah. Might not be the most precise ammo, but inside of 330 yards, I think I can make good ethical kills on large game. That's fun. All right, I'll let it cool down one more time. Last 2 shots of the night will have to be because I'm poor and this is expensive, and because sundown is basically now. See what happens. Okay, one more. You know what? I might miss, but I gotta go for the middle plate. Just to see if we can get her. No! Missed. Okay. Well, the scope does everything it's supposed to. And that spotter, as long as I click my focus on my phone, you should be able to see that it's a really nice image, and it records right up to the minute of sundown and probably after with no trouble. All right, shooters ready? Shooter, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and shoot. Impact! 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 Impact low. Impact, that's good. So the rest of them are like here and above. One just dropped a little low. They all look like they're about that big. In the upper corner.
Yeah.
See if you can do see a headshot on there. Where were you aiming?
Dead center.
Dead center. So just aim a little bit higher maybe. Tree
down.
a little too high, come down a couple tenths. Impact head. Impact. 2 tenths high. All right, so here's an unexpected need of my track spotter. I have a 1:8 power optic with me today, and for whatever reason, I forgot a target, and so I'm using a target that was left at the range, and there's a million holes on it. I went up and marked them, but it's just hard to tell through the 1:8 exactly what's going on this board because there were so many impacts, and there's even more than you can see right now. But what I did, and maybe I'll back this out so you can see that, what I did is I threw on my track spotter with my phone recorder here, marked up those hits, turned it up to, I'm at 45 power right now, and with 45 power I can see every single hit on there. I can tell what's going to be a new hole or not as I zero this new BCA that I'm working on at the moment. The 1:8 is a good 1:8. It's just not enough on this dreary kind of day to really indicate what holes were already there or not. And there's even spalling splatter on this paper. It's kind of horrible. But this is the price I pay for getting a target. actually, first let's throw one at a clay, see where that lands, right under that target, and then I'll work up to the target. Ooh, that was close. Just to the right. That was just to the right. That really wasn't far off. It was a pretty good guess. I mean, it was an educated guess, but it was a pretty good guess. Let's go. I'm going to hold a couple tenths to the left. It's not too windy. A couple tenths to the left, and I'm going to go with that 4.5 one more time on the silhouette. Okay, ejection was just fine on those. No concerns there. Looks like I probably need to do a little data work on this guy to be really sure where these are landing. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a better camera angle here for you. How about right there? So at 330, 4.5 seems to be pretty true. And depending on the wind, that's going to be the hold there. Shouldn't be too different though, and this is still tight. But of course not hot at all. It's really a nice cool can. I'll run the rest of whatever I have in this magazine on that target, and then we'll try out some subsonics and see what I can do. All right, everybody, there you have it. There's a little bit of my use case, some of the scenarios I found myself in. I find that this spotter is compact enough and yet powerful enough that I'll use it for all the disciplines I'm involved with. And at the price point with the HT shot glass that this has, it's an incredible deal. You do have a lot of features, and there's a lot of extras on the website. If you want to check out the trackedoptics.com website, you can find out a lot more information there. I'm going to have some links down below in the comments section, but I highly suggest this. And here's some of the specs. I know some people are going to want to nerd out on specs and they want to compare this. I'm telling you, in my personal opinion, this is the best spotter at the price point. There is nothing that is competing against this, and I feel like I can say that almost factually, that this is the best price point spotter that you can get. It's going to have the HT shot glass. You definitely have a decent range of color with this one, even in lower light. I know it's not an 85 millimeter objective lens. It is a 65. But for me, that did not massively hinder this. If anything, it actually made it more compact. I'm more willing to take it with inside of my case or a backpack. And the fact that the eyepiece can be removed, I can break it down and fit it into my gun bags really well. You know, it just adds to its flexibility in different roles, like especially hunting. Now, I actually use this spotter for really close range stuff. I've used it for PCP work at 25 yards. I back it down to 22 power. I've got a crystal clear image. Depending on my phone, when I do a recording, the phone is always going to degrade the image somewhat. It's never quite as good as you're going to have with the eye. I just want to make that really clear to you guys. And then additionally, I'll take it out past 1,000 yards. And that's pretty regular for me that I shoot past 1,000 yards with different calibers. Sometimes shooting with really small calibers, and I need to bump it up to that 45 power, and at 45 power I'm still not getting chromatic aberration. I can see trace really, really well most of the time. And then additionally, it's not a huge spotter. Now, I like the straight body because I'm 6'5", and it's convenient to me that most tripods that don't go tall enough, I can throw this on top and it's still tall enough for me. So when I'm actually spotter on deck, or I need to be spotting at a competition, or maybe I'm just glassing a hill, sitting on my deck watching animals or something like that, I don't have to crank my neck. I can look straight out, and that's the advantage of a straight body spotter. When it comes to Tracked as a brand, I've got experience with 5 or 6 products that I've had in hand, and I own a handful right now. I'm a really big fan of everything from the UHD. As I said, right here is a 2.5 to 15. It's a first focal plane hunting optic. And then, of course, you guys saw a lot of spotter footage today. I also have those track 12.5 binos I've used a lot at competitions and spotting for different people. Sometimes I'm on the line to spot, and I just like to throw my phone on there and record and kind of show them how the stage went. I like to actually see how my stage went. So very often, even if it's not produced in a video, I want to record for myself. This footage right here is recording for a friend who just wanted to see kind of what it looked like. And at 630 yards, it's giving you a picture of what it could be like right here. Anyways, under $1,500, I still stand by my statement that this is the best spotter. When it comes to the other optics that are offered, I think not having a middleman is a dramatic improvement that most people don't realize. The product themselves, these products themselves are superior. They are a very high quality product. It's a very high quality brand. Track doesn't do anything, low quality. They really don't do entry level stuff for the most part. Most of what I find is either lightweight and high quality or larger style optics, more serious competition style optics that are extremely high quality. And I don't think you're going to find a better price point for this stuff, guys. If you are looking for something for hunting, and this optic is just a little bit different than what you want, maybe you need that angled neck instead of a straight body. Yes, I could understand that. I can understand the application of wanting to look down and into something, or if you find that you need to set up a tripod and it's more convenient for multiple people to use the same tripod with an angled body, they have a version like this that's in an angled body. So don't feel like you have to go for the straight body only. They have multiple options, and they have multiple spotters and binoculars as well. Just what you've seen on my channel is what I can vouch for and get behind, and I have a feeling that a lot more is going to be coming in the future. I really want to get more into hunting, and Tract is a competition and hunting probably focused brand. I think there's some long range ELR plinking capability too. They have a 4.5 to 30, I want to say, that looks really high quality, as well as a 4 to 25 with incredible internal elevation. Probably some of the most or best in class internal elevation. I highly recommend that. And that one I've shot quite a bit as well. So I'm rambling a little bit. I need to let you guys go so you can watch one of these next videos. I love the brand, love the optic, and this spotter is going to be on the channel for a long, long time. Thank you to Tract for sending some of these things out and for being a great company who has the customer in mind. If you guys ever have any problems, don't forget they have a phenomenal warranty. And when you call Tract, you're going to speak to one of them. You get to go past any middleman. There's nobody who's going to hold you off here at an arm's distance. You get to talk to the brand themselves, and they're really good with customers. They really care about people, and that's been my experience so far. If you guys like this video, you want to see more, go ahead and watch one of these other videos that has been hand-picked for you.